Happy Halloween! I'll be your host, Willy Wonka, today. I'm so happy to see so many friends and so many new friends that haven't yet made your acquaintance yet. Hello, welcome. Great. So we've got a wonderful program for you today. We're all going to get soft because that's our global theme. But before we get into that and introducing our theme, let's talk about what we're doing and why we're here. Creative Mornings is just one chapter on the Monterey Peninsula, and there's 7,000 chapters worldwide. Just kidding. Just 244. Raise your hand if this is your first time. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's all give them a round of applause for answering the call to adventure. Thank you for coming out of your home, away from your computer, to be with real people this morning. Because we are stuck, man. I feel like every day I've got to learn some new piece of software, or I've got to do some marketing. I can't relax. Does anybody feel that way? Anybody feel like the pressure of being glued to their screens and to do more and just be more productive? Well, today you get to be an audience member, and you get to relax and be like a child. You're going to be entertained and educated, and you're going to have an experience in real life. So we're lifting up our creative community, and if you like this event, I hope that you become an ambassador, like the friend who brought you here, and you will invite your friends. Some of these costumes are hilarious. All right, so I have a script to read about our global sponsor, Adobe. Let's hear it for Adobe. So this month, they want you all to know about something cool that they just launched called Grow to Pro. It's a new series online that packs insights from top creatives about getting discovered, building your skills, and making the most of your Adobe tools. Each creator shares a bit about their journey, and it's really inspiring to see how growth happens through trial, error, and support. So check out Grow to Pro, and when we announce this video, we'll put a link in the description where you can learn more about all of those things I just named. I'll make a little commercial. All right, let's hear it for Wave Street Studios. To be totally transparent, Wave Street is under construction right now. You might not know it because they have just sort of rallied and put all the cameras back in place and got it all ready to go just for today, but they're in a non-recording phase right now because they are in the middle of installing some sinks, espresso machine, a new laundry room, sort of service room, and so they're going through an amazing transformation. So I hope you all become patrons of the new Wave Street Studios as soon as they're open and ready to take your money for their new cocktails. All right, also the other partner is House of 8 Media. That's my company. Thank you. So I am your local resource for video production, and I like making movies of commercials and documentaries and all kinds of fun things. And I like historical work too. So let's move on to our other sponsor, the Everett Alvarez's Regional Occupation Program. Let's hear it for our volunteers. These students arrived at 7:12 a.m. this morning, and they've been fast-tracked through the orientation training process to get behind these cameras. Many of them are new to these camera bodies, but they are manning it like pros, and I have complete confidence in all of you. And thank you so much for volunteering your Halloween morning to be with us and get out of school. So thank you so much. All right. And especially thank you to Evan, our organizer. Thank you, Evan. All right. So that's it for me. I'm going to pass it off to Sean Perlmutter, and he's going to introduce Soft and tell you all about this. Before you do, I just want to tell you, Sean is a gentle, charismatic beacon of community brightness. I love him, and I know many of you do too, so let's welcome in Sean Perlmutter.
Hello, goblins. Hello, gremlins and ghouls. And good morning to the rest of you. I am Sean Perlmutter, and I've got an important question for you this morning. Trick or treat? Of course, it's a rhetorical question. Nobody asks it for real anymore. Besides, if they're going to be tricking you, they're not exactly asking for your options. No, it's treat. Absolutely, that is the answer. As in, you're in for a big treat today. But first, any ideas what costume I'm wearing? Care Bear is a very good choice. I think that is likely. Anybody else?
The bunny rabbit on Quick.
Bunny Rabbit is really close, yes. Somebody said baby? Somebody said Peppa Pig. I don't know. Do you think? No. I am a love bunny. Oh, you see the tail? I'm a love bunny. I thought as the host of Lovers Know Best that would be obvious. Okay, one more question. What word describes this costume? One word. Heart. Love. It's a good one. Soft. Bing, 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 bing. Soft, because a love bunny is soft. This is a very soft costume, and wouldn't you know it, the global theme for Creative Mornings this month is soft. So when you all arrive today, you were asked whether or not you want to have a psychic expert connect with a deceased loved one of yours. And that is happening. We are going to be pulling names from a hat or a bowl, as it were, and we're going to be doing that very shortly. But first, I want to share that I have had an experience with this psychic medium. And it was extraordinary. Like, I had tears in my eyes almost the entire time. My heart was beating like mad. My body temperature was going all over the place. It was memorably remarkable. And so I want to share with you my point of view about what you can expect from today's experience. In my humble opinion, I don't think it matters whether you believe in spirits or whether you believe in a psychic medium connecting with those spirits. I only think what matters is what you get out of it. And so today, we're going to give you that experience. And I implore you, if you have the slightest bit of skepticism, to soften. Soften your frame of reference. Soften your preconceptions. Soften. And something amazing could happen. Because today, it likely will. And with that, I want to introduce our guest today. She is a renowned psychic medium. She is a Reiki Master, a writer, and a business owner. She also happens to be an absolutely lovely individual. Please give a very warm Creative Mornings welcome to Francie Soito.
Sean, thank you for that. No pressure, right? My goodness. Good morning, everyone. I'm Francie Soito. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki Master, as Sean mentioned. I wasn't born a medium. I was born average Joe, just like all the rest of you, probably in the audience. It wasn't until I was about 8 years into my Reiki practice that I started to sense and feel spirits around my clients around the table. And that was totally weird and foreign to me. And I started to tune into it, and I would ask, who are you and what are you doing? And I would get an answer. So then I would talk to my clients and say, I think I've got your grandmother here, and she said something about your jewelry box. And then all of a sudden, my clients would start to tear up. So my job as a healing facilitator is to open up myself as a vessel to be whatever my client needs in that moment to help them heal. In those moments, my clients needed to heal from a grieving heart. And that's how my mediumship started to develop. So then I actually started to train more formally. I went to the Arthur Findlay College in England, which actually is like Hogwarts for psychics. I trained with Tony Stockwell, I trained with Leanne Thomas, I trained with a bunch of different psychics around the world, and I've traveled internationally as well to work on psychic detective cases, so missing person cases, as well as all kinds of weird mysteries that are out there. I'm not allowed to discuss some of them, they're top secret. So how many skeptics do I have in the room? I love my skeptics. Good, 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 good. Me too. I don't believe the stuff that I do half the time. So please, come with an open heart, but be skeptical, please. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. If I'm right even a little bit, it's a shock to me. All that I ask that you guys do is kind of take a nice deep breath with me. Exhale out all of the world's troubles. Leave everything outside of this door. Good. Take a nice deep breath again. Feeling your heart rate slow as you open to the experience. And even if I don't call your name today, I hope that every word, every message, every connection I'm able to make resonates with each one of you. And it's going to be a little challenging for me because we're in a very haunted part of Monterey, so I've already got a bunch of spirits hanging out, but they're not who I want to talk to today. So this is a very historic part of Monterey with all of the canneries and with all of the different luminaries that have come through here. There's a lot of what's called residual energy, so it's not conscious energy. So it's a lot of activity, spirits, like impressions of like a record player playing over and over again. So there's a lot of spirit activity, but they're not conscious. Wow. Okay. All right. I was expecting like 3 or 4 things in there.
Let's make sure this is totally random. Okay, Francie, do your thing.
Okay. This is the one. Here we go. Jameson P. All right, Jameson, come on over.
Yes, let's give a round of applause.
You had a feeling, huh?
When I wrote my name out there, I was like, I feel like I'm going to get called.
See, it's psychic. We're all psychic. All right, Jameson, so the way that I work is I connect in with the loved one on the other side by their first name. So if you've got somebody that you'd like me to try to connect with, can I just get their first name?
Paul.
Okay, spelled traditionally.
P-A-U-L, yeah.
And I write it down just to kind of help, bring that energy forward.
I put 2 names.
Let's start with one and see how far we go. And then my business card's there for later. Okay, Paul, so I'm going to link, so Jameson, I'm going to link with your energy first. So take a nice deep breath with me. The light within me meets the light within you. The light within you, Jameson, meets the light within me. Take a breath. Relax. Good, Jameson. It's all good, even though everybody's staring at you right now. Okay, good. Together we're going to call on Paul to step forward for Jameson. I'm going to probably keep my eyes closed. And the way that I work is I ask the energy of Paul, you can feel something shifting over here, to move close to my body and to merge with my energy. And first kind of, because I'm primarily what's called clairsentient, so I can sense energy more than I can clairvoyant or clairaudient. So I asked them to merge with my energy and show me in my body how they felt just before they passed. So calling on Paul, and I'm feeling this energy shifting and kind of moving into my space. Take a nice deep breath, Jameson. Good. I'm feeling a heaviness in my heart. So I'm trying to sense how this person passed. I feel heavy on the right side. I don't feel like I've got good balance. I don't feel like I've got good mobility. My stomach's starting to hurt, my neck's starting to hurt. Lots of things I'm feeling kind of starting to shut down. Let me see if I can get a visual and also a personality. Your job, Jameson, is just to hang tight, okay? I'll check in with you in a second. I feel kind of an illness here as well, like I'm having trouble breathing. I'm feeling a bigger frame than myself. I'm looking for personality here, Paul. Show me your personality here. Very obviously, because you're calling this person in, very loving towards you, very supportive towards you. I feel like he wants to kind of take you under his wing, like you're his or responsible. He's responsible for you. He's older than you. And he feels like he could be a father figure, but also like a really close buddy at the same time. And he's very excited to be here. He's very excited that you called on him. So without giving me any information, does this sound like Paul? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. So we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if he's got a message for you, and then you can ask him a question, okay? He's making a joke about something that you're either supposed to be doing and you're not doing. Like, you need to get on it. Like, what are you waiting for? He's not using words I can use in public. But he's kind of like, get your butt in gear. You're dragging. You have this plan. What are you waiting for? Does that make any sense to you?
A little bit.
A little bit. Questions you might have for him?
What are you doing?
It's a great question, actually, because when I connect with Spirit, everyone wants to know, what's heaven like? Or what are you doing out there? Or are you just watching me all the time? Are you with me all the time? A lot of people play golf in heaven. It's the strangest thing. I know we live in a golf capital, but I have clients all over the world. And so golfing's very common. Barbecues with family members is very common. Riding on Harleys is very common. But let's check in with Paul and see what he's doing.
Can you ask him about his sunglasses?
About his sunglasses. They feel like they're broken. Like I feel like there's one arm that's gone or something. But I feel like he's going like this with them.
He's breaking them?
Yeah, like one arm is off or something. Like he's almost opening them to the point of one arm comes off of it.
Can you see where they are? Like on him? Like is he holding them out in front of him?
They're like this. He's like taking them off and then opening one arm like that. Does that make any sense?
Not almost.
Almost. Okay. So let me get one quick message for you, and then let's see if there's other questions that you may have. What's the question around the sunglasses? What are you really trying to ask?
Does he still need them?
Now I'm hearing that I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. He's giving me the feeling that he doesn't need to hide behind them anymore. There's a sense of, I don't need to put a wall up in front of people anymore. He's more open and more his whole self again. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. He's not done with you yet. He's such a cheerleader for you, and hasn't stopped being a support for you, and he wants you to know that he's always here, he's always got your back, and he's always holding you when you can't quite hold yourself up yourself.
Can you ask him one more thing?
Sure.
Can you ask him to bring peace to my mom?
Yeah. He comes to her in dreams. So have her keep an eye out on her dreams.
She can feel it.
Yeah, and even when she's falling asleep, he's right there with her. And she'll know the difference between a dream and a visitation when it's so real that it's almost confusing for her. Like, but we gave away all your clothes, you know, and it's going to be really real and tangible for her. And he's showing me that he shows up to her in dreams surrounded by yellow and orange flowers, like a field of flowers. So if she hasn't gotten that dream yet, she will. And for you, my friend, he knocks on a door for you. So there's a door, it feels like a bedroom door, that he comes in with like 1 or 2 knocks to let you know that he's there, not to scare you, but it's almost like a wake up, it's time to go, it's time to get going again.
It's weird around my house sometimes. My partner pointed it out that she hears like knocking.
There you go. That's
and
it.
sometimes I hear it too.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it was like the water heater.
Well, you do need to look at that, but he's making me feel like he's making me feel like it's on a door, and it feels like it's not a lot of knocks. It's like 1 or 2, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, no, it's usually too quick for me to even like I'm like, was that a knock? And it's gone by the time I try to realize.
So when that happens, and some of you might get that too, you might get a light flickering, you might get a bird or something like that that reminds you of your loved one. In those moments, you can say, hi, Paul, or hi, Mom, or hi, Dad. And those moments will become more and more frequent once you acknowledge them. And that's his hello from heaven. So I hope that helps.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Jameson, stick with us for a moment. A round of applause, sure. What thoughts were going through your mind?
I don't know. I was really just trying to listen. I feel like, because, you know, I definitely believe in like spirituals a lot, like more than, you know, what's here. But I still have like some type of skepticism and stuff like that. So, you know, I tried to ask questions that, you know, that there's no way you could have known about like the relation between my uncle and his sunglasses. Well, Paul was my uncle, and his name was actually Paul Jameson. My name's Jameson Paul. He was my mom's brother, and I'm named after my mother's maiden name. So that's how we had a connection. And he was blind, and he was in a lot of pain. He had a lot of different things. He had 2 different cancers. He had his kidney failure. He had one of my mom's kidneys. So my mom used to say, "You're part girl now." But yeah, him and my mom were so close, and my father wasn't around too much, so he was definitely a father like figure to me, but he was blind, so I tried to ask a question about like his sunglasses, and that's kind of where I was thinking. I just wanted to, you know if he can see, you know, and what he sees.
I didn't pick up that he was blind, but he said, "I'm whole again."
That makes a lot of sense, because
when he lost his sight, like I wasn't alive, but from what I heard from my family and my mom, and like he went through a very hard time trying to be whole again, be a person, feel like a person. So yeah, no, I'm starting to get emotional.
A wonderful experience. Jameson, thank you. Goosebumps? Anybody goosebumps? I got some goosebumps. Yeah. Thank you, Francie. All right, it's time for our second reading. Francie is tapping into the energy. That's why she is the one who's doing the picking.
Michael G. Michael G. All right. So in between clients, I always do what's called a dry bath to just kind of clear my energy and reset. So Michael, do you have a first name of someone that you'd like me to connect with on the other side? Don't tell me anything about the person, please.
Yes, I do.
Can I have that first name?
John.
Spelled traditional John?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So take a nice deep breath with me, Michael. And again, if you're not up here, I hope that the messages that come through resonate with you as well. Okay. The light within me meets the light within you, Michael. Oof, I'm already feeling it. The light within you meets the light within me. Take a nice deep breath, Michael. Good. Together we're calling on John to step forward for Michael. Okay. I'm just waiting for the energy to shift. I'm trying to tell if this is how you're feeling, Michael, or if this is energy, because I'm getting some tightness in my chest, a little bit of pain above my heart area. Coming in on my right again. I'm getting a bunch of different things. I feel like I've got multiple energies coming in here, Michael, so you might need to help me parse people out here, because there's some folks that are jumping the line. Because I feel someone much younger, and I feel somebody older. Let me just stick with, I just want John, please. One at a time, folks. So I'll just go with what I'm feeling the strongest first, okay? And then you can help me figure out who this is. I'm getting, there's something, they passed with something related to breathing or heart and chest, because I'm getting a lot of tightness and a lot of pain right in the center of my chest. So that's one. Let me keep going here. That's not a lot to go on yet. I'm feeling this personality is very quiet, not super emotional, not somebody that would share their deepest, darkest secrets, very introverted. Practical, I'm hearing. Science-minded. Now my stomach hurts. And I feel like the connection with you, and so we're in a public forum, my dear, and so if I go into any area or topic you're uncomfortable, your safe word is pizza. So just blurt out pizza and I'll stop, okay? No questions asked. Because I feel like there might have been some tension or stress or struggle here towards the end. I don't feel there's a lot of things he wants to talk about in his passing in this setting. Does that make any sense to you? Okay, because I don't know what's going on. It doesn't make sense to me as long as it makes sense to you. Good. Okay, so we might skip over the how he passed part then. Yeah. Okay. He needs you to know he's okay. There's a tragedy to how he crossed over. There's a trauma to how he crossed over. And he needs you and everybody else to know he made it, he's okay, there's no more suffering. He's with, I'm hearing his grandmother. This is very intense right now. It's gonna make me cry. He's saying very clearly and emphatically, I love you. I love you. And I hope you can feel it coming through. And he's saying that because he didn't get a chance to say that before he passed. And he just needs you to know he's okay now. Does any of that make any sense to you?
It all makes perfect sense.
I know it's super vague. I'm not having it. I'm not being able to get a lot of evidence of. I don't see him. I can't really get a lot as far as personality, other than he was very introverted and not super expressive in his emotions. Do you feel like we've got him here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you want to ask him a question then?
Yeah. Is he with his sister?
And her name is?
Emma.
Yes, and I'm trying to distinguish who passed first, because I'm seeing one of them in the tunnel of light welcoming the other as they crossed over. But I can't tell which position they're in. Emma looks to me to be a lot younger than John. He went through, this happens sometimes when we pass around challenges. We go to heaven, but we also go to like a healing center. And he's showing me how when he crossed, there was a line of loved ones through the tunnel of light. So when we pass, there's a tunnel that's filled with light, and we can start to see and sense our loved ones who've already crossed, ready to welcome us over. And he's showing me that, and that it was crowded. But he went through the light and then went to what's called like a healing incubator, where he got a life review, and he was able to put some of his pieces back together of what, around some of the traumas and the difficulties he had in life. And so, yes, he's with Emma, but after he went through his healing process, they were there. They greeted each other when they crossed over. He went to his healing. And now he's doing something. Hang on. He said he's painting again. There's something, he's outside, and I feel like he's painting. Very expressive now. There's a lot more color in his life now, in his spirit life. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions you have? Oh, wait, nope. He's not done. He also wants to kind of make a little fun of you. Pizza, remember? Oof, I don't want to say that. He's commenting he's joking about, God, how do I say this? Your own perceptions of your own body changing and weight potentially. Like you're maybe hard on yourself, or you look at yourself in the mirror and you might be a little critical, and he's making fun of you for that. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, probably when I was younger, but yeah.
Because he's saying you still got it, like you still. Don't worry about getting older, because you're still looking pretty good. And he's going to show you the signs he leaves you to let you know that he's around.
I've been looking for those signs.
Okay.
Yeah. How does he like to show up?
So when you are doing your dishes, when you're at the kitchen and you're on autopilot, and this is very common, by the way, when you're doing something physically on autopilot, like vacuuming or dishes or something like that, that's when Spirit likes to come in and say, hey, I'm here. So for you, I feel like I'm seeing you standing in front of your sink, doing dishes. Oh, a little trickster. He changes the water temperature on you. So it might get like super hot, and you're like, ow, dude. So that's him playing a little trick on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay? So, go ahead. You had a question.
Well, I do have one more question.
Yeah.
Did he reconnect with his mother?
And her name?
I don't.
That's okay. That's okay. He said everybody was there at the tunnel. Everybody was there at the tunnel. He had a closer connection, though, to his, I want to say maternal grandmother, but I'm not positive about that. But she was like front and center when he crossed. And of course, mom, but I feel closer to the grandma for him on the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. But again, the main message is he's okay. He's okay. Like he's not holding on to any of that stuff anymore.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating.
One quick question before you go, Michael. What resonated for you?
Pretty much, you want to hold it or you want me to? Because I'm shaking a little bit. Pretty much all of it. My father, that was my father. And he transitioned about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago. And it was a massive stroke. But it was very traumatizing what he had to go through. And I was with him the whole time. And I'm a shamanic practitioner. I do a lot of journeying. And so I was taking him down the river into light to his sister because he was petrified of transitioning. He was petrified of hospitals because his father, and I think his mother died in the hospital. And it was a very, very difficult time for those few days. But I was with them the whole time, and I didn't do the work I normally do properly because I was playing two roles, shamanic practitioner and son, and so I did the best I could, but I stayed with him the whole time, which was something it was very difficult for me to do, and I just wanted to make sure that he arrived safely and met with his sister, and yeah, he had a difficult life he was holding on to a lot, but we were very close, and I did connect. I've connected with him, and I just wanted to confirm that he was doing okay, and he is. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. It's vulnerable to be up here having a reading like this, connecting with a loved one in front of people. So hat tip to you and to Jameson as well. We've got time for one more.
Karen L.
Great, a female. Karen, come on up.
That's interesting because I just said my name when you said it.
Oh, you put it out into the universe.
Yeah.
Pick the right one. Do you have a first name of someone you like to connect with?
Gladys.
Spell that for me.
Gladys.
Gladys. Okay, good. Take a nice deep breath. It's all good. You're amongst friends here. Everyone wants to support you. All right. The light within me meets the light within you, Karen. You got to breathe. The light within you. Yeah, there you go. The light within you meets the light within me. Nice deep breath, Karen. Good. Better. Together we're calling on Gladys to step forward for Karen. Oh, I feel a motherly figure right away. Gentle, loving, supportive, nurturing, elderly. Let me ask the energy to merge and show me in my body how they felt before they passed. So before this energy passed, I feel my head's off. My sinuses are off. My head feels heavy on one side. I don't feel pain, but I feel more pressure. And just so you know, Karen, everybody else that's watching, this doesn't mean they're suffering now. This is just an impression of how they felt in their bodies before they passed. That's how I build the link and build the connection with them. But there's something pressure on the right side of my head and face. I feel very shaky. I feel very weak. I don't have a lot of strength in my arms. Like if I had to pick up something, I don't think I'd have enough grip to hold it towards the end. I feel very frail. But I don't feel my physical body and my physical state at the end was a match to my personality. Personality I'm feeling is loving and caring and never met a stranger. Always a seat at the table for somebody that came in, a stranger, to come in and welcome them into family dinner. Always made sure everyone was taken care of. Do you need something to eat? You got enough to eat? Always taking care of everybody else. very mothering, very nurturing, very much an extrovert, loved being around people, loved taking care of people. Now my stomach hurts a bit. Now my heart hurts a bit. And man, she's just got oodles and oodles and oodles of love for you, Karen. Oh, my chest is really hurting now. Are we on the right track? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Yes? Okay. You never know. She's very excited to give you advice about the upcoming holidays. So she wants you to make sure like all the placemats are matching for Thanksgiving. You've got the little napkin rolls, like it's all matching, and you've got the autumn colors, but then you gotta switch it out, you know, as soon as Thanksgiving's over, you gotta switch to Christmas. You gotta get the red out, you gotta get your tree out. She's very much pro-family, pro-holidays. Does that sound about right? Okay, super. She loves this time of year. Not the Halloween time. What comes after Halloween? She wants to talk about religion for a second. She feels very connected to her faith, irrespective of religion. Like she's showing me a little separation. On the other side, like her faith in life was strong, and that might have been wrapped around a religious wrapper. The wrapper is gone on the other side, but her faith, that core that she had, she wants you to know that was real, and it is real. She's confirming that for you on the other side. Does that make sense as to why she's bringing that up for you?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you know what that means. She lived a Christ-like life, very loving, and it was in her actions. And she's making me feel like she met Jesus on the other side, and it was a beautiful connection. She really did embody that Christ-like path for her life. And she felt like she did get rewarded for it when she crossed over by being able to meet Jesus on the other side. Oh, that's lovely. I can see them hugging. Questions you have for her?
What is the connection between her death and my right leg? My hip, my knee. The day she died.
She's showing me how you two are psychically connected and linked. She had pain in her right head when she passed, and so you were psychically tuning into that. I myself am not feeling that she had pain down her right leg when she passed, but there's something.
In my leg.
Correct.
To her.
I'm getting there. She had a pain in her right head, and so the right side. But she's also showing me like Velcro, like your guys' link together separated when she crossed over. So it was like a psychic cord being cut when she crossed to the other side. So let me ask why specifically it showed up in your right hip and leg for you, besides her also having issues on the right side of her body. You were carrying part of her. You were carrying her weight. And so when she crossed, that cord got cut, that weight was removed. And yes, it probably felt like pain because that's a link that you were supporting her in some ways. Did it feel lighter after she sang the pain?
No.
Did it get worse?
Ever since. Still, the pain is still there in my knee.
Grief. She's saying it's some cords and some grief that need to be healed and looked at. Now I'm going to put my Reiki Master hat on for just a second, if you will. Bear with me. Knees and hips have to deal with being flexible, either being too flexible, not flexible enough. And sometimes when we have pain there, it's fear of taking that next step forward, maybe fear of taking the next step in life without her, or something else related to her. But maybe that's something we do in a private session and not in a public session here. Any other, that's an interesting, I want to dive into that some more, but I don't feel I'm going to get it in this setting. Any other questions you have for her or for me?
What is a sign that she gives me when she's around? How would I know?
Yep. Bird song. There's a very high-pitched bird song that I'm hearing. It's not a crow, it's not a hawk. It's like a songbird. A very high toop, 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 toop. There's a reason for that. They look like the blue jays, but those are really loud hawking, so those are not really nice little songbird sounds. But there's a reason she's picking that particular sound. She wants to remind you to lift your own spirit when you hear that. To raise yourself. To think of something lighter, something more positive. So if you feel yourself dipping into sadness or depression or grief or you struggle, she's going to give you that bird song saying, I'm here, it's okay, I got you. Any other questions for her or for me?
I do have a comment.
Sure.
When we're ready. Do I get one more question?
Go for it. The floor is yours.
What does the pain or the passing of her have to do with serving the male?
Say that again.
Serving the masculine.
Oh, right, because the right side. So we all have masculine and feminine within us. The right side of our body is typically what's called masculine. The left side is feminine. So when we have pain or problems on one side or the other, it's usually an imbalance or an issue with our own internal masculine and feminine, or there's a male in our life that's a pain in the butt, or a female in our life that's a pain in the butt. So you're asking her what the masculine pain has to deal with in your body. And again, because this is a public forum and because we're getting into personal healing topics, I would love to do that with you maybe after on the break. Yeah.
Okay.
But let me see if she's got one or two more things just to say. She's always been so proud of you. Your caring heart. She calls it your loving grace. Despite your hardships, you come back to a loving grace. It's beautiful. It's going to make me cry. And there's one more thing. Hang on. She's not done. She admires you. She admires your strength and your ability to come back to love despite pain. Very proud of you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I could not tell if you were talking about my mom or me, because you were describing me with the holidays or my mom. That was amazing. But why, and you were so right on, my mom died of a massive heart attack all of a sudden, and she fell, and my dad found her in the garage, and she was already gone. That's how she wanted to go, alone. And the day she died, I broke my hip. I was in shock. I denied her death, and I tripped and fell, and I cracked my hip. And I've been dealing with the pain in my knee ever since. And a lot of psychic work on it and on therapy, and they all say it has to deal with the masculine. And so, yeah, that's the connection. So thank you.
You're welcome. And it feels like there's some grief stuck in that as well.
Yeah, then I can work on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. I don't know if it has anything to do with the theme this month.
But yours truly is an old softie, and I've got tears in my eyes again today. It just comes up for me. We've got time for a couple questions for Francie. So if somebody has an inquiry about what they experienced today or about her work, now's the time to ask. Does anybody have a question, Jennifer?
Thank you, Francie. This is really profound. I'm wondering how you and what you do for yourself to protect you from the energy that we clearly see you holding of these, that goes on inside your body and your organs. What's your practice?
So I use crystals quite a bit, especially black tourmaline and selenite crystals. It helps me to focus, but also any negative energy or lower frequency energy I might come across goes into the crystal, not me. The dry bath is also something I do quite often, whether it's a healing session or mediumship session. And I also raise my vibration pretty high to do this work. And so anything that's lower or icky, I don't have any contact with. And I've got a really great team of angels and guides that surround me and support me and kind of filter the energy and help to clean and clear me out afterwards. There's something unique that happens, and I thought it was old age until I talked to a colleague. It's not. I get like a memory wipe. So between clients, because I get emotional too, as you could see. From day to day, client to client, I have no idea what the reading was. If I read for you yesterday, I'd have no idea what I'd said. I'm present with you in the moment, but once you walk outside the door, I have really very little memory of it. And so that's another thing that I believe my guides and angels do to kind of clear me out, so I'm not holding the grief of everybody, from client to client. Thanks for the question.
I gather when you're making this link, you're at least seeing and hearing the other. Are you also picking up other sensations, smell, taste, whatever?
Yeah, so we all have different psychic gifts, all of us. Clairvoyance is clear seeing, clairaudience is clear hearing, claircognizance is this clear knowing, and then clairsentience is clear sensing. Given the Reiki work that I've been doing for all these years before I started doing mediumship, my primary clair is clairsentience. So I teach this work as well. So I always have my students, and I do this too, I lean into my strongest clair first to build the link, and then the clairaudience comes, and then the clairvoyance comes. So I always ask the energy to merge with my body to show me how they passed, because I'm the strongest in my clairsentience. Then once I get that link, then I get more stuff coming through. But if I try to open up to what I'm hearing and seeing and smelling, it's overwhelming. So I stick with one scent first, and then the rest of the clairs start to open up. It's a good question.
You mentioned students. Do you have group classes that you do to teach?
I do, yes. So this is a good time for me to plug myself. I'm local here in PG. I've got an office right above the Cold Wall Banker on 17th and Lighthouse. I teach psychic workshops, I teach Reiki classes, I teach a bunch of different things. In January, I'm doing a 6-week psychic mentorship course where we go through your clairs and we go through you learning to become a medium as well as trance work as well and doing card readings. So I've got a bunch of stuff on my website, different classes you can take online that are pre-recorded, and different live classes and group readings as well. And on Saturday, tomorrow, is officially the Day of the Dead. So tomorrow, if you guys didn't get a reading, I am doing an online group Zoom session at 6 p.m. I've got a couple of spots left. The information for that is in the back if you wanted to sign up for that. Thanks.
Absolutely extraordinary. Thank you. Let's get up for Francie.
Thank you.
Francie, could you leave us with any parting wisdom about anything that happened today, but maybe about this time of year, about Halloween and honoring those who've passed on today.
I'd be happy to. So this is the time of year where the veil is the thinnest. This is the time where your loved ones are giving you signs all the time to let you know that they're around, they still see you, they're still a part of your life. Things to look out for are birds acting strange around you, dreams that are really vivid, knockings, water turning on and off, lights just barely flickering. Those are usual signs from our loved ones saying hello from the other side. So when you get those signs and your first impression is, I wonder if that was Mom, honor that and trust that and say, hey, Mom. And then again, those types of signs will come more often and more frequently for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure, my pleasure.
That's it for our program, Creative Mornings. We'll see you guys next month. Thank you very much. Have a great day.